Yo guys, what is going on? Fitzyy here and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video we're going to be chatting about our top search and destroy classes. These are the classes I use on a daily basis. Some of them get changed around a wee bit and some of them stay exactly the same. You're looking at your M4 and your MP5, they don't really change, they stay the same pretty much constantly, and only get whipped out whenever you're going up against like a sweaty 6-man, or if you just feel like demolishing some wee boys, you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't say that, that sounds... But anyway, we're going to get straight into the classes, guys. I'm going to talk you through why they are the way they are and why I think you should use them and why I think they will give you an advantage if you're not using a class at least similar to what we're going to show you today. But let's get straight into it. So as you can see, they're all labelled AR1, 2, SMG, 1, 2, 3, Sniper, DMR, and then 3 Warzone classes. I'm not going to show the Warzone classes. If you want to see them, leave a like, maybe I'll show you them. But they're not that good, so I'm not a fantastic Warzone player. There's definitely other people out there you could go watch. Shout out Movement Mo. Go give him a watch. His link to his channel will be in the description. Go down there, click that, give him a subscribe and say that I sent you. But yeah, we're going to talk through our multiplayer classes, not Warzone classes, because that's not really my thing. I have posted some Warzone videos, but yeah, it's definitely not my thing. But let's get straight into it, guys. We got the AR1 rocking the chrome camo on it. They have Damascus on it, but yep. So this is it. We got that knife because the M4, although it can demolish people across the map, it's SMG as well. Do you know what I mean? It racks people up close, so you might as well kill them close and comfortable. We've got the compensator just to get rid of some of the recoil. Not a wild lot anyway. So if you want to take that off and maybe put like a sight on, if you didn't like the iron sights, or even like, you know, a bigger magazine, not 9mm or SOCOM rounds, because if you do, then you're a fucking nonce. But yeah, I got the compensator, this M16 Grenadier barrel, that or the Corvus Custom are the two to go for, without a doubt. Really just depends on what you think's better, really. There's no big difference between them. I just prefer the M16 barrel for like no reason other than I just think it's better. You can use either. Honestly, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but I prefer the M16. So that's what I rock. Iron sight or red dot wise, if I wasn't going to use the iron sights, it would either be the Viper or the GI Money. GI Money probably, preferably. I think it's a better sight. The GI plus like a wee green, the lens of the sight is green, and if somebody's like lying in a bush or something, it sometimes it can be a bit hard to make them out, whereas the GI Money, not so much. And then moving on, we've got no stock for that ADS and movement speed. Pretty much anything in here is viable. You're chatting these two, mainly though, the Forge Tac, Close Quarters, and the no stock. Pretty much the same thing, no stock's just a better variant of it. And then Commando Foregrip, which you should be using on all ARs without question. Don't at me. Commando Foregrip and Merc Foregrip and SMGs, that's it. Don't use anything else. Just those two, that's all you need. Ammunition, like I said, if you want to use a bigger round, obviously in your like your Warzone and stuff like that there, if you're going to use an M4, you would use the 60 round mag, probably. 50 round and a push, but 60 rounds what you want. 9mm rounds if you touch kids. And then the 458 SOCOM if you are just away in the head, pretty much. Looking at you, Shane, if you watch this, because you use them and I don't understand it. Stipple grip tape then for your faster ADS, and that's pretty much it, guys. It doesn't really matter about camos and shit. But yeah, we will go on ahead in our next class, which this gets changed up quite a bit. The AR, depending on how I feel. It's currently the M13, as you can see there, although I do sometimes switch it to the Grau, because the Grau is an absolute animal. Slap the Archangel barrel onto it, the Commando grip onto it as well, and telling you, man, it's an absolute monster. But with M13, you have to run the monolithic. See this exact loadout here? Don't change it. Don't change it at all. Don't change anything about it. This fucking slays. So it does. You get the monolithic for that damage range, Tempest Marksman for the damage range, the GI Money so you can see, because you're going to be shooting people that are slightly further away and the iron sights are great. You got the Commando Foregrip, as always, recoil stabilization and aim and stability. And then you got the Stipple grip tape for that faster ADS, because this thing has a rate of fire like you wouldn't fucking believe. I'm sure you've already seen it, it's been out 6 months at this point, but yeah, unbelievable rate of fire. You want to be able to ping people from a longer distance though, because stock, this thing does not work at range. But yeah, with this setup, you get that close quarters and you get that long range engagements down to a fine art, man. Absolutely no problem with that. You get your combat knife because, like I said, it's quite a high rate of fire gun, so you do, although it does work at range, you still want most of your fights to be up close. So you get that combat knife so you can get in a bit faster. EOD, pretty much what it says in the tin. Take reduced damage. Because people will be firing nades off the start and you're running directly at them, you want AOD. Restock. Now, in the average game, only two, or only, yeah, I'll only normally change one perk, depending on the game. If we're getting beat, sometimes I might have to change restock to ghost, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, the class stays up the way it is. You see it there. The perks don't really change. Restock to get your equipment back. Ghost if we're getting beat in case they're calling in UAVs, obviously to stay off the UAVs, and then shrapnel to spawn with an extra lethal equipment. Sometimes that may change, to be fair. You might go battle hardened if they're using the right bit of stuns, or tune up if I'm feeling particularly rushy that day. The frag grenade and stun grenade, they pretty much stay exactly the same, although I might start experimenting with Semtex, because you watched my last video where I was doing reacting to Reddit, or Modern Warfare subreddit. There was a Semtex video in there and it was fucking fantastic, and it's kind of made me want to check out the Semtexes. So here we go with our next class. We've got the MP7 and it's all its shiny chromeness. Monolithic Suppressor for that extra damage range. FFS Recon, which is the longest barrel in the thing, once again for the damage range. See, these guns, they're built for up close, but I don't want to only be able to have a gunfight up close. I want that if somebody shoots me from a distance, I can at least stand a chance of taking them out no matter what I'm using. Do you know what I mean? So that is why I keep most of my guns out for long range. You got the no stock to keep up with the movement, and then the Mark IV grip, like I said, best grip to use on SMGs without a shadow of a doubt. Only way to fly. Ammunition, you can up the rounds if you want, but I choose to use sleight of hand and keep the stock 30 rounds, I guess, and use sleight of hand. So yeah. Then the Renetti, there's no real point in looking at that. That's the way I have it set up at the minute, but that's just because that's all I have for it. So yeah, there's no real point in looking at that because it's not done. And yeah, we're not going to really focus too much on the perks because, like I said, they're pretty much the exact same. Like you see in the SMG, sometimes they'll have double time for sprinting in the enemy spawns, but that's pretty much it. This MP5 I have switched up just before I started recording this. See, I would usually not run the 10mm rounds, I would usually run the default rounds and keep the stipple grip tape on, but I'm going to try the 10mm rounds again because they got nerfed and it kind of wasn't worth it for a while, but from what I hear they're decent again. So we're going to check that out. We've got the Monolithic. I don't run a barrel. I used to run the FFS Lite, but I don't run that anymore at all. Barrel, GA Mini Reflex. I could take that off and throw on the stippled if I was to feel like it. I just like having a sight on it, I don't know why. No stock, you used to run the F-Tac Collapsible. We've got the Mark IV grip, only one to use, the 10mm rounds that we stated, and then sleight of hand for that faster reload. SMG classes, you want to be, I want to be in the enemy spawn, I want to be in there and just messing up their day, so yeah, that's why sleight of hand is on both of these SMGs. And then we've got the P90, the absolute destroyer. Once again, you'll see there's no sleight of hand on this class. It is a 50 round mag, you don't really need sleight of hand. You can take out whoever's in front of you with 50 rounds, I'm sure. Got the Monolithic Suppressor, once again for the extra damage range, same across the board with SMGs. The Forge Tac Retribution Barrel, you actually unlock this first, but it is a million times better than the 10.6 inch. So it is, we don't run any laser, any optic. We got the fly strap for the faster ADS and walking speed, just so you can outstrafe guys, you know what I mean? You're shooting, you're still walking side to side, harder target to hit. Stipple grip tape on the under barrel and stipple grip tape on the grip as well. Just the ADS. This thing weighs a bit. This thing also slows down your ADS speed, so everything else we have on here you'll see is sprint to fire speed, aim down sight speed. Yeah, we're just trying to get as quick a gun as we can with a P90. Then we've got the Sniper class, which is my little overkill baby, man. You got the boom slang. I do have a Damascus, obviously, version of it as well. But the taps are on here. We've got the 36 or 32 inch factory barrel, the TAC laser, Singular Arms Pro for that faster ADS speed. Same thing with the laser, although sometimes I feel like turning that off because you can see it, which is a bit of annoyance. But yeah, damage range for that. You got the stipple grip tape, ADS speed, and sleight of hand. Because Search and Destroy, you don't need a 7 or 9 round mag, but there's nothing else I want to put on because everything else slows down your aim down sight speed, so I just put sleight of hand on it. I could run, like, obviously the likes of like a ACOG site or something to reduce the ADS speed again, but no. I'd rather have the scope glint and use an actual sniper scope. Then the MP7, there's no point looking at that, it's exactly the same. So the only difference between this is that I have this double grip tape on and not the 30 round mag or the 10mm rounds, but that is now fixed. And then the last class we have, DMR. This is the dustiest class in here, it does not get touched. At the minute it is being used sparingly because it's the SKS, and yeah, it's level 13, so season 3's been out for like 4 days at this point, and yeah, it's still barren, so it is. I just don't see the point in using it. We have pretty much just what we've unlocked on it: Operator, Reflex, Commando, Foregrip, and FMJ. I do really want to level this up to see what it can do, and to level up the Renetti as well to get the 3 round burst, because you know we need that 3 round burst, boys. We need that 3 round burst. But yeah, guys, make sure and check out, if you liked any of these classes, make sure and check them out. If not, check out all of them. If you have anything else to do, we're in the middle of a lockdown, so yeah, I would consider giving them a go if I was you. They've really helped me, and there's a lot of, you know, trying and error put into these classes. A lot of the ones I've tried obviously have been bad. And then we have got them to the point where they're starting to get better. Like the M13, not a fantastic gun by any means, definitely okay, not as good as the Grau. I'll say right now, the Grau is probably the better, well, no, probably is the better gun, but I just like the M13 with this setup. So yeah, like that, guns that you wouldn't normally use, and you don't see too much, you know, P90 about, you don't see too much SKS or M13, but they're guns that I use probably more. I'd use the M14 more than the M4, or the M13, sorry, and then I would use the Riptide or the MP7 and the P90 more than the MP5. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Leave a like if you like the setups. You know, if you want to see some Warzone class setups, I'll play some Warzone, try out some different things, and make some classes that are different than them ones, because they're pretty bog standard things that you would use yourself. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing too surprising in there. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you want to see, and until next time, guys, this has been Fitzyy, and peace. That was the worst peace sign ever.
I'm drunk by myself, gone on the Fitzyy, pushing high speed limits in my Mercedes with the blue lights flash. They can't stop me. Have an ounce of coke and 2 ounces of weed. My head spins and I'm out for a good party with a few ladies and some ecstasy. Cause I get on her knees and suck my dick. That's what I like, cause I'm an MC for the S. I'm back again. All your ladies, they tell you.